welcome to the show. Spreading good vibes, gonna let everybody know. There's a window to our lives, so watch everybody grow. And everybody's welcome, from the royals to the pros. Yeah, love for checking out the journey. Big fam, couple guys, couple girlies. We're spreading happiness from early. Subscribe to the vibe, you heard me?
Oh my days.
Oh my days. Oh, that'll be fun. What am I even doing? You know, Wally Bot, putting too much cereal in your bowl and then pouring too much back. You rolling your eyes. This mummy. Oh, Houston, I see your face.
Say hi. Hi, Grandma Gang. What are you doing? What are you doing? Say hey, Grandma Gang. Are you guys okay? Yeah. Is that Grimwade Gang? You guys okay? Yeah, now you want to laugh and smile. Pew pew. She's doing pew pew. She does this. Other than going like this, she goes like this. Pew pew. Pew pew. Why are you filming Daddy?
Hey, stop fuming me. You right, Rue Bear?
Yeah.
Just up from your nap? Yeah? What are you about to have?
Crunchy nut cereal.
Some crunchy nut cereal. Okay, cool.
There you go. Can you finish it all up, please? Don't leave any in the bowl. Okay? Is that okay? It's eaten, so that's fine. Yes, Grimwade Gang, I hope you're all good. Having a good morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the day time, whatever time it is where you are. It's kind of like mid-morning here. And I am actually getting ready to go out and do some work.
Some very exciting
Some very exciting work. Just me. Just me. Can I exist by myself without my husband and my kids?
Of course you can.
No, yeah, of course I can. But I know for you guys, you always see me in this setting and arena of the family and being mummy. I'm going to empty the dishwasher whilst I talk because I asked someone to empty the dishwasher this morning and they didn't do it. Have you?
You see it.
Susanna goes, Hallie. You won't, look, she still hasn't even
Hallie doesn't even know.
She hasn't even realised. Let me find her. Come here, you.
The dishwasher.
Exactly. How do you know I'm talking about dishwasher?
Because I can hear the crackling.
Yeah, and who's asked to empty it?
Me, but I forgot and I was dying to go to the toilet. And then we went out on a run. And then now I need to do my schoolwork.
So mummy must pick up your chores.
No.
Come help me whilst doing the cutlery drawer, and I'll do the plates.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sounds dirty.
I know it's very annoying when some of the things don't wash properly, but we can put this to soak because that looks disgusting. Yes, so and then you can go back and get on with your work. All right.
Okay.
So, oh, who's that? Someone else is coming.
Can I help?
Yeah, you can help, and I'll just talk then. I'll just chat. That's fine.
There you go.
And that
That's
works.
teamwork
See,
makes
that
the
is
dream
teamwork
work.
makes the dream work. You're bringing the pastas. Oh, right. Thank you. These are for Hallie's maths. Yeah. So you can go and put them back. No? Oh, you can come be with mummy. Okay, that's fine. Little expressive one. Yeah. So you guys are obviously so used to seeing me be mummy around the house, and I think for a lot of mums, it is like stepping from one role of yourself to like into the other role when you go and like be yourself without your family.
Yeah, definitely. I can imagine that. You get so immersed in it.
You have got so immersed in being a mummy and being a wife that when you have to go out and do your own thing, I think some mums are you're either really, really excited or you're a little bit nervous when you go out and do your own thing, or you just take it in your stride and like, it is what it is. And I'm a bit of both really. I remember when I used to work full time, I actually used to get really sad to go. I was like, oh, I don't want to leave the house, especially at the time. Who was a baby then?
Harper, I think.
It was Harper was a baby then.
Yeah.
And I really felt at that time that I was like missing out on some of her development, like and those different stages of life where all the important things happen. I don't really think I missed out on that much because she kind of did take a bit of a pause, innit, babe? Like whilst I was at work.
Yeah, she did. Definitely.
This is like.
Yeah, just put it to soak.
It hasn't washed, right?
Yeah.
It hasn't.
It happens sometimes. Don't worry, baby.
Yeah.
Just soak it in the sink.
Okay.
I don't know what the dance was about, but yeah, cool. That's how.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? I was saying that Yes, Harper stopped kind of talking a little bit.
Yes, babe, you're probably talking about when Harper stopped she stopped her progression in her talking, which was very unusual for our family because usually the kids are all in a race to kind of get, oh, hi, darling. In a race to learn to talk, learn to walk, all these kind of things. I've probably said that backwards, but you know what I mean. And Harper, I think who are you fuming? There's this thing in our family where if you catch someone like it's pyum, 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 when they're not looking, that's like 1-0.
But Mummy usually throws a grenade.
But yeah, Hosanna, could you just go and be with Houston because she's doing her on the soapbox kind of thing. She's climbing now a lot, so she's always up and on top of things, and it's like you got to go, oh no, quickly before she jumps down. So, but Harper was like. She basically, when Mummy went out to work, I had her at home for, it was a decent amount of time, wasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Best part of a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yes, darling.
Because I was usually used to more like Mummy.
Yeah, that's right. And then, and we had never done it that way before. We had never had Mummy go out to work, but it was a period in our life where there was an opportunity, and we took it, and it was an experience. That's what I will say. But that's why it's such a blessing, Grimwade gang, that you've allowed us to, live this life where we are all together and we are working together constantly. Do you know what I mean? So, yes, darling.
Excuse me, Mummy.
Yes,
the
babe.
draw's stuck with something's there. Can you
I
help
can
me?
sort it out for you. I can sort it out. That's fine.
Cool. All right.
But on that note as well, I mean, there were some things I did enjoy about working.
Yeah.
So, like, as much as when I first started, like, I obviously found it hard, like, leaving the kids and whatnot, I then kind of got used to it, basically.
That's what happens.
I actually quite enjoyed. I'm going to start off with the little things that don't really matter so much. Which drawer is it, Bub? Bottom one. So there were little things that I enjoyed whilst being at work that, like, I could get a hot cup of coffee or a hot cup of tea, and it was a time
not be interrupted.
And not be interrupted. Whereas when I was at home, I remember there were some days I must have heated up the same cup of tea like about 5 times or something, and then got to the evening and was just like, oh, this cup of tea is
not
dead.
Gonna happen, is
it's not going to happen. So yeah, like I enjoyed those kind of little things, but also just for me, I felt like when I would leave the house, you can go and carry on with your writing up a bit.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you very much for your help, sweetheart. When I would leave the house, I was getting exercising because I used to walk all the way up to the station.
Do we need to get ready upstairs? Do we need to start moving?
I will need to, but I just need to finish in here before I go.
Okay, this is serious multitasking.
I know. Shall I quickly finish this task and then I'll finish talking to you upstairs?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah?
Let's do
So
it.
hang on. Yeah, guys, I'm upstairs. I'm getting my breath back. Like, don't you have to do that so many times a day as a mum? Oh, look, this is where my glasses are. I'll need those when I'm driving. Everyone that says to me, oh, you're always so super organised. You're such a super organised mum. I'm like, yeah, right. But hey, as long as you pull it off, ladies, it's all good. It doesn't matter the kerfuffle that happens in the background. You get to your destination, you walk in, you try and be serene and calm. It's all good. Right, let me brush my eyelashes. I wanted to share with you guys. So basically, I am 33 years old now. Still young. And I have 6 children, guys. 6 children. And I remember as a 9-year-old, right? I think I may have told you this before, but if not, learn a little bit more about me. I remember lying in my bed with a pillow stuffed up my front at night time, just thinking, oh, in the future, when I'm pregnant as a mum, wow, this is what it's going to be like. I can't wait to actually obviously feel it properly and feel like what being a mum is like and having babies and stuff like that. So basically that was one of my dreams in life, to be a mum. And my mum had 4 children. My grandma had 8 children on my mum's side. And I wanted to have some kind of number somewhere in between. And I've achieved having 6 kids by the time I'm 33. And that was something that I wanted to do. I didn't know, obviously, if it was going to happen. When we first had Hezzy, I kind of looked at how long it took to get pregnant and obviously how long you're pregnant for, and then obviously you have the baby, and I was hoping that I'd be someone that fell pregnant again straight away, but I wasn't. I tend to, 6 times over, it takes me about a year to get pregnant again. So I knew that the process all in all would take about 2 years between each child. And I kind of sat there at the beginning, not obviously knowing all that, but at the beginning thinking, oh yeah, I could bang out 6 kids in, 6 to 7 or 8 years? Wow, but still a long time. All in all, it's taken near enough, 11 years to have the 6 kids. And I've achieved one of my dreams, like at my age. And some people might think, oh, it's just having kids. But I actually put something up on my Instagram a week or so ago about remove the phrase, I'm just a mum, from your vocabulary, because there is literally no just about it. It's like, it's not a just thing, it's a massive thing. Being a mum and being a good mum is really a part of what makes the world go round. 2 secs, my phone's ringing. Oops. Sorry, hopefully that's sorted. It'll be one of them ones that just keeps ringing in the background. Anyway, so it's not just. I've not just had 6 kids. I've had 6 children who it's now my responsibility, and obviously Tim's as well, but to raise for the rest of my life whilst being myself, nurturing them, giving them all they need, you know, attending to whatever issues may be going on in their lives, being there for the good times, being there for the bad times, also whilst just giving them their daily needs, whilst being a wife, whilst trying to do my own thing as well, and still achieving some of my secondary goals. And I think when you're young and you make a decision to start having children, you know, it is obviously such a big deal. And then as you mature, what I found is that as I've matured, I've had to accept that, okay, it's all a process and there is a time and a season for everything. Told you, everything will start beeping off whilst I'm trying to talk. There's a time and a season for everything. And when I had Hezzy, shortly after I had him, because if you don't know, I used to do singing training, I actually tried to set up my own vocal training school whilst having Hezzy as a baby, because I felt like, do you know what? Why can't I be a vocal trainer and have a class where, you know, families are welcome and we do it around our kids? And it wasn't just for mums, it was for whoever wanted to attend, but you had to understand that it was a child-friendly place. So in the class, there might be kids kind of getting involved. And where's my foundation brush gone? Sean? Okay, good. My girls have a tendency to try and go into my makeup bag. Houston Scarlett specifically, so just making sure I've got my stuff. I got it. Yeah, so basically I tried setting up a vocal school, and it was actually good. Like, I was able to advertise it on Premier Christian Radio at the time, which is like one of the biggest gospel, it is the biggest gospel radio station in the UK as far as I know, because I don't know of any others. Sorry, I'm running out of my MAC foundation and I definitely need to order some more, but that's just something that's on my to-do list. But there's still some in the bottom of the jar that I can scrape out. Yeah, so I did it for a period of time, and the classes I feel like were a success, but within myself, I just didn't feel like I was giving as much as I could have, because you know, I wanted to do things to perfection. I wanted to be able to book dates for the choir, to go and perform places. I wanted to do all that kind of stuff. And I was slightly struggling to give as much to it as I wanted to. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to have to just accept. This is obviously when Hezzy was like 6 months old. I'm just going to have to accept that at the minute I'm being a mum. And at the time, I thought that was me failing. Like, I thought, oh my gosh, why can't you do this thing? Oh, makeup brush broke. Why can't you do this thing that you want to, like, set your mind to? Why can't you be a mum and work at the same time and get it all done to perfection? And you know what? There are some mums who, well, they display that they can do all that. Behind the scenes, they probably get loads of help, like literally. But, you know, each to their own. But I just knew that I was going to be hands-on. At the time, Tim and I lived with his parents. And, you know, we hadn't even started homeschooling Hezzy or anything yet, because obviously he was only young. But I just knew that there was things that were going to be happening in our life that was going to need my attention. And at that time, bringing Hezzy up and being with him and being there for him needed pretty much all of my attention. So I stopped doing the singing teaching at the time, and we kind of had the discussions about moving out of Tim's mum and dad's house. What was we going to do for work? Tim was a driving instructor at the time. I then actually went back into school on like a part-time basis, doing singing lessons for like kids in the schools and running gospel choir. And it's different, because when it's not your own thing, you can just turn up and do what you need to do. But when it's your own thing, there's so much like admin in the background and organisation that you have to do. And that's what had stopped me from doing my own classes. So in a way, I felt like I'd failed at setting up my own thing, but at the same time, I was still kind of involved in doing like teaching and what was my work at the time. And I really enjoyed it. And, you know, it worked with our schedule at the time, and Tim would look after Hazy if he wasn't working whilst I went out to work, and it just worked. And that lasted for a period of time, right up until when I had Hallie, actually. And unfortunately, what happened was I actually ended up going on maternity leave. And then unfortunately, although my job had been promised to me when I went back, the head of music had changed and they didn't know of the arrangement, and they were just like, oh no, we're happy with our singing teacher at the minute. So I was like, okay, don't have a job to go back to. But that then really made me kind of focus on the homeschooling with the children and just being mum and doing it to the best of my ability. But now, 3 kids on from Hallie, I've got to the point where I've achieved a lot of what I've wanted to. Obviously, the kids aren't grown up, but I've achieved having my 6 children, and it's an amazing feeling. It's great. And I've got to the point now, guys, where I feel like Ella's coming back out again. Like, Ella is here. She's ready to hit the town. I wish I could hit the town. No. But I'm ready to come out and be who I am. Like, not just mum. Mum is amazing, but I'm so much more than that as well. And whether it's singing, whether it's doing makeup, whether it's dancing like a lunatic who doesn't want to leave the dance floor, you know, I just love being me. And I want to know from you guys whether you want me to share a bit more of me with you, a bit more of what I think behind the scenes, a bit of my daily kind of thought processes, and, you know, just little things that keep me feeling like, you know, a woman, and just the little things that us girls love to chat about. And if you do want to find out more about that, would you want me to set up my own channel and kind of address things on my own channel, whether it's beauty, whether it's just girl chats, or whatever is happening in my life? You know, I've always been someone that is happy to be open, happy to put myself out there, and hopefully be an encouragement to anybody that wants to get encouraged or who it might help. So yeah, that was a long story just to get to the point of, this is me. I am now at the point where I've achieved having the 6 kids, and I'm ready to just keep living life as Ella. Not Ella, the mum only, but also Ella. And really and truly, the two live in, you know, what's the word, sync with each other. But it's just, being mum takes up a lot of the time, but there's also some special moments that I'd love to share with you guys as well. So yeah, guys, let us know please in the comment section below whether I should start up my own channel, whether you'd be involved, whether you'd be, sorry, I'm mixing up all my words, it's because the excitement's coming out, whether you'd be interested in hearing what I've got to say, seeing what I got to do. Let us know, man. Yeah, I'm going to finish doing my makeup now, and I should be leaving out the door soon, but I'm not late yet, which is great. So, Grimwade gang, I love you, and I can't wait to hear what you think.